Now we're going to look at the example from page 461 in the text, and page 461, the example is about a school system that is evaluating the quality of service of the bus companies. There are two bus companies, Millbank and Gulf Park Company, and lower variance of the arrival and pickup times is considered an indicator of quality. The hypothesis that we want to test is whether the quality of service, that is the variance of pickup and delivery times for the two companies, are different or not. So we are testing the alternative sigma sub 1 squared not equal to sigma 2 squared, which means the quality of service is not the same for the two companies. The null hypothesis will be they are both the same, and so we take a sample. So a sample of 26 arrival times for Millbank gave us a variance of 48, and 16 arrival times of Gulf Company gives us a variance of 20. Now based on these two samples, we want to test the hypothesis whether they are same, whether the quality of service is the same or not. So population 1 here is the pickup delivery times for Millbank Company, and population 2 will be pickup delivery times for Gulf Park Company. Now sigma sub 1 squared is the variance of pickup delivery times for Millbank Company, and sigma sub 2 will be the same but for Gulf Park. Now we want to test the alternative is whether the quality of service is different for the two companies. So we insert not equal to, then this will be equal to, whether they are equal or they are not equal. And this test is with a 10% alpha. Okay. Now the sample given in the textbook is 26 is the sample size for Millbank, and 48 is the variance, and 16 is the sample size, and 20 is the variance for Gulf Park. So test statistic is S sub 1 squared divided by S sub 2 squared. The numerator degrees of freedom is n sub 1 minus 1. Denominator degrees of freedom is n sub 2 minus 1. So now we do the left tail. Left tail is f dot dist, then f statistic, first degrees, numerator degrees of freedom, denominator degrees of freedom, and then f1. The right side tail is f dot dist dot rt. Again the same three parameters, f value, numerator degrees of freedom, denominator degrees of freedom, but you don't need a 1 for the right. And then it is 2 times the minimum between those two values. And let's format it. Conclusion is, since p-value is less than 10%, this time the level of significance is 10%. So reject H symbol. So we have sufficient sample evidence to conclude the quality of service as measured by the variance of arrival / delivery times for the two companies are not the same. The probability that this conclusion is wrong is 8.1%.